All right, we're live.
Is it? Let's see.
Hello, hello. What are we? 3 minutes late? That's a record.
Yep. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's coming through. Oh, yes, there we are. Yes. Okay, great. Now I'm going to stop this to keep the bandwidth down.
How are you, Brendan?
I am fantastic, Billy. How about you?
Yeah, I'm really good.
That's good. That's good.
So,
I had a late night last night.
Oh yeah, was it people in your alleyway having a party until all hours?
It wasn't, thankfully, this time. It was the last night of the Olympics, and I am an Olympic tragic, and I also love ice hockey. So it was like the.
Well, first of all, I don't like how you call it the Olympics.
The Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
It's all under the Olympics banner. But anyway, it was like the dream match that everyone wanted: USA versus Canada ice hockey final.
Yeah, and how'd that go?
Really good. Like, it was tied at the end of regular time.
Okay, cool.
US won in extra time. First time in 46 years they've won gold medal for the ice hockey.
Okay, and who were you going for?
I was going for the US.
Okay.
It's funny because like they're such a big country and everyone thinks they're the best. They're actually not that great overall at ice hockey. A lot of the players in the NHL come from Canada or Eastern Europe. Well, not even Eastern Europe, just Europe in general. So, yeah, you don't see them in the final that often.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was up till 3 a.m. watching that.
Just waiting for it to finish. That's important stuff, and I'm glad you did it.
It is. And now I have another 4 years to wait for...
So they don't ever compete otherwise, those two countries?
Oh, not on the same kind of...
Yeah. That's not as big.
Yeah, same level of excitement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So what are we doing today, Brendan? What's on like the run sheet?
Look, our little agenda for those... Yeah, a bit of holiday chit-chat, a bit of Steam updates. I think the main thing we want to get done this week is updating our Steam page. And we'll talk through that in a little bit. Some new capsule art, just cleaning everything up. I think everything's quite dated. All of our assets, the website's a bit dated. So going through that and what that process has been.
Yes. It's been a while since we touched base or made any sort of real connection to the universe. So we just wanted to assure people that we are still working on this game. In fact, we've been working on it to a tremendous degree recently. So, yeah, and we want to get this Steam page up to a point where we can kind of just leave it for a bit and just let it kind of be up there and generate some interest in and of itself. I think we talk a lot about marketing, and I think one of the best things you can do as a independent studio for games is just have a good store presence. So yeah, we've been working on that. So I don't know. How about we start with actually just going through the Steam, what it looks like currently.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah. Bring it up and
just
go live. I'll have a look at it too on my screen here, and it's.
Okay, so we're going to go here. You're going to see 1 million people, I think. Let me share over here. Yeah, you're going to get this awesome mirror effect. Hang on. Show my screen anyway. Okay, so this is what the current Steam page looks like now. So we've got this art here. This is an artwork that I did. But after some feedback from our visit to PAX, we decided we might need to update it. People kind of said that it looked like a horror game. People said it gave off a strange, like the wrong impression for what the genre might be. So let's go through what we've got here. Should we just watch this trailer?
Yeah. This is the.
I'm not sure if we're going to get audio. Are you getting audio? It doesn't matter if we don't have audio.
No, it doesn't.
So this is what we had.
This was only done, I think, just prior to PAX. I think we did this trailer. to get ready for that. I think there's some really good shots still in here.
There is, but the problem is that the environment has been upgraded so much so that I think it doesn't really represent what the game is anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
It's quite muddy and washed out. There's low contrast. It's okay, and there's frame rate issues and resolution issues. I'm pretty sure it's...
Yeah, I guess shot-wise, I like a lot of the shots in it.
Yeah. Like, look at this frame rate here. Really struggling.
Yeah. Cool. Hello, Mike. Mike and Sputter in the chats.
Shout out.
Do you get access to the chat, Billy? Do you have a chat stream?
Yeah, I got the chat. I got the chat screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see the chat.
We got audio, so you can hear the audio. Sweet.
Sweet. Yeah. So yeah, I like that shot. I really like that shot. I think it finishes that trailer well. But yeah, assets have since been updated, visuals updated.
And now we're going over sort of the screenshots. And you know, we like some of these screenshots too, but again, it's just the same thing. It doesn't really represent the game anymore.
Yeah. So outside of that, I think the general look, the flow of the dialogue on the Steam page. Where does it say? It's in your Steam library. If you keep going down,
yeah. So we've got now. Anyone who's been on Steam for a while would know the classic GIF in the description to kind of communicate some gameplay. But GIFs are... I don't like GIFs. They compress images and like animations in a really horrible way. You get all this weird artifact stuff. You get like 12 frames a second max kind of thing. It just kind of looks crap. So we've been working on updating that. So
yeah.
So should we bring up what we've changed it to?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do that. And I guess along the way, some discoveries that might help other people regarding GIFs and crappy quality video formats. So
all right. Yeah, so these are webMs. I might just zoom out slightly there. So now these are some nice kind of 60 frames a second, 16:9, smooth, and sells the game better, I think, way better. So I think this works. And I've added some kind of custom titles here. We overhauled all the wording so that it reads better and is a bit longer and more involved. So we've got, you know, just a section about the powers and shows off some of the powers that the player can use. We should mention that it's a real-time strategy game where you protect a forest from loggers and poachers. And you command various mythological creatures like the satyr here and the leshy, who've swooped in here to save a tree last minute. And this is the Voginoi. It's like a watchtower unit. And you fight against waves of enemies. It like is similar to like a tower defense game. And it's broken into days and nights. And you know, you spend the night protecting and growing your forest, and you spend the day defending it, basically. We've got here, we put in a little bit of the sort of season change stuff, which has been proving to be quite a technical challenge to get to work in reality. Just figuring out how that actually all works, which has been what I've been busying myself with recently. A little bit of the overworld metagame stuff here. So like sort of stats and upgrades, and yeah, the overworld level, which is kind of where you select your level and choose which season and what powers you want to use and that kind of thing. And then down the bottom here, we've got the numbers. And like that, we kind of led with the numbers before, but I think that's a little bit dorky. You know, it's kind of like no one cares that you've got 21 levels. It's kind of like, and what does 15 unique guardians mean? It's good to have it there so people know that, like, you know, maybe what they're paying for is going to be worth it. But yeah, I think leading with the fantasy, like selling the escape, which is, you know, you are the Grove Keeper, an ancient forest deity awakened to defend the last wilds from human expansion. That's kind of where we start now, and try and sell the emotion rather than the features, you know, like, yeah. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, Brendan, on
Yeah,
all of
no,
this?
I love it. It just tells a much better story. And for me, the big winner is webM. So for those unfamiliar, it is just another way to encode videos. It's made for web. It's much smaller, so it compresses quite small. Like I think these video files are pretty much the same size as a GIF would
Yeah,
be
smaller, I
in the
think,
same
than some, yeah.
dimensions, without losing any of that quality.
And so
And
the WebM is just like an optimized like video file, right? Web
yeah,
optimized. Yeah.
web optimized video file. And the fact that Steam, I don't know when they
Yeah.
um, implemented it into their system, but I'm really glad they haven't. I'm not sure if many people know about it because I've chatted to a few devs in the last couple of weeks who didn't know it was a possibility. So hopefully now um, nobody else still does that. Okay, so everyone keep your shitty gifts so that our page looks awesome and and all that. But no, just raise the quality of everything.
Yeah, it is
So
really nice to have this fidelity here. And yeah,
yeah, and they kind of almost act like extra trailers.
they do. Yeah. Yeah, and so I did my best. So like the trailer that we've done now, which I guess we'll show people momentarily, is
Yeah,
kind of like I did my best not to have the same footage in both, because it's kind of
yeah,
double handling, right? You don't want to have like a trailer that just basically is this, but
yeah,
to music. So yeah, I've done um, separate footage for that. And the way I did these videos as well, by the way, for anyone using Unity, was I used the inbuilt Unity recorder. And I actually made an image sequence as opposed to rendering out the video, which means it just creates, you know, hundreds and hundreds of still 4K images, and then you import them into Premiere or something similar, and you convert it into a video file. Apparently, that is the best way to get the highest quality video without any artifacting compression.
mm. And I guess you could also get your screenshots out of that too. Then,
And,
like
and
you've
that's
already
what
got
I've
your
been doing.
screenshot
And
ready,
on
you
that
just
note, what a
pull it out.
fantastic segue. Let's go over to our screenshots here. This might not be the best way to view them. Maybe I'll open them here. Hang on. All right, this might be the best way to do it. If I just get the old Windows Media.
Yeah,
So some of them are less inspired. Like this one, I think maybe is not so inspired.
yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I think there's too much. Like
It's too much,
50% of the picture is just ground.
yeah, negative space. But what a lovely ground it is, you know, hype
Yes.
blended.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that. We've got our Alexander, the satyr, just looking buff as hell.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, all the names, every time you summon a guardian, it's generated a random name from Slavic, Norse, and Celtic mythology. And after implementing that, it was fun to see how attached people would get to their guardians. It felt like you had more vested interest in them now. They weren't just random soldier units. You know, they had names that at the end of each level you'd get a little summary saying what guardian did what damage or killed who and all of these kind of stats. That it made you really want to protect them a bit more.
Personalized it a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, on that note, and this is not an appropriate time to talk to you about design ideas, but I think it'd be really cool if we had like a hero feature where you could kind of promote. You get a choice between your top 3
Yeah.
performing units for the day, and you can promote one to hero. And then
Maybe that could be interesting.
I don't think it would be too hard to implement. And basically, you summon them
No.
from the home tree. They got like 500 health, and they just like.
Well, I'll tell you that there is a little secret in there that after certain conditions are met, and it's unique to each guardian. I don't even know if you know this. I've snuck this in.
Okay.
You'll get like the magical version, and it's all
Right,
shiny
yeah.
and gold, and it's got OP stats, but it's very
Mm-hmm.
rare to get. Like I think, for example, for the satyr, you have to have summoned 64 satyrs before it. So your
Okay.
65th satyr will be the magical one.
Right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And don't tell anyone about this. Don't put it in the glossary or the help menu.
Don't put it in the glossary. No,
Yeah.
no. But I want people to try and find these things
Yeah.
and work out what the secret is to get them. Now I'm going to have to change that one, but still something along those lines.
Okay, we've got some of our powers here and just also showing the enemies. I think this is a good shot. We see the water.
Yeah.
This is the same shot, essentially, but a different angle. It's a bit more confusing with all these kind of
I don't
outlines.
like it as much because of that. The outlines going through.
So we'll delete that. And you only need 5. This one is ambiguous. I mean, I think people get the idea that the tree is coming down.
Yeah.
And another one here. I just quite like the atmosphere of this one.
Yeah.
Lightning power. A deer with his face stuck in a rock, nicely framed between an old castle ruin and a bit of the overworld stuff. Not sure about that. It kind of gives some context for what the gameplay meta is. Maybe quite like this one. This one's all right. These like glowing eyes here. So I don't mind that one, and that's it. So I reckon
I reckon ditch number 3.
Yeah.
Ditch the third one, and there's one from the old series. I know that the ground isn't as good as it is now, but I just feel it's a really good shot.
Yeah, which one?
It's in the older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the older folder.
Okay, well let's also delete. We're going to delete this second one here as well, won't we? Remove this screenshot. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay. Well,
so if you drag a new image in, or
let me
go to the uploader.
Actually, just maybe send it to me, Brendan.
No, it's in the folder, images, screenshots, 2025 final.
I'm not going to go through the Google Drive on stream. I'll do that afterwards. It's easy enough to save that.
Just add one more in.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to press save. I'm doing it.
Yep. Are they all? What format are they all in?
JPEG.
JPEG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have
what about the trailer?
Let's have a look at our new trailer.
Okay, so for a little bit of context, Billy sent a rough trailer. I think it was a week or 2 ago. That had all the new content and all of that. I think I gave a bit of feedback, so we revised it again, and then I think we went back and forth, maybe 2 or 3 revisions till we asked some other people for some input, and that was just amazing. A couple of other devs here in Sydney just really took the time.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys. You know who you are. I'll actually just tell you people who they all are.
It's probably the 7 people in the chat, probably.
Yeah. We had Pat giving heaps of great feedback based off. I guess. Well, I mean, he did a film degree. Some film studies, so had some really good things about story and narrative building and beats. Jeff, Mike, Maddie, Rowan, all you guys really, and Dom too. You all really helped shape this, and I think it took 8 iterations. But I think we got there.
Right, let's do it.
I like that. I like that sped up section.
Yeah, and I kept all just like the pitched up sound effects as well. It is a world premiere, Mike. I just thought about that. yeah, so that's the trailer, and I suppose we'll get it up soon. I mean, we should probably just put it on the page now.
I think on the Steam page, yeah, the Steam page you can go on right now, and then we'll do a YouTube.
So if we go to
Um,
trailers and we go
yeah,
here, can I replace maybe?
yeah, replace. What was the other one? August. Jeez.
Replace. It always takes
Okay.
ages to upload to the Steamworks. I found working with Steamworks to be quite frustrating.
What if I was to tell you it's the best out of all the platforms to to work with?
Well, actually, I just want to say to our Steam overlords that I love you and all of your services. But yeah, it's like I think uploading and just having issues with if something was off by a pixel, it would just break. It needs to be exact power of twos, and I think it's just quite an old system,
Yeah.
inflexible. But I mean, if they were to change it, they'd break.
Oh,
Millions of
yeah.
games. So
Yeah,
we can't really do that. So we're stuck. I guess for time immemorial. Well, that's just the way it is now forever.
Yeah. So yeah, a couple of other things on the Steam page. I guess we decided after doing a bit of analytics, so looking at traffic to the Steam page and all of that kind of jazz, finding out where a lot of our audience was coming from, we decided that, well, yeah, we're going to localize at some point the game, but why not localize the Steam page now? So
true. Yeah.
we can then start hopefully building wish lists in a lot more regions, and have people starting to see it. So we looked around. In the past, I've just used Fiverr and Upwork and those kind of services and manually communicated with each language, each person, and I've had various levels of success and not so good translations through that. Um, but also found that it did take a lot of time to manage doing that. Like finding all the individual people, vetting them, checking them, getting some test stuff done, and the back and forth would take. And my previous game only had probably less than 1,000 words total, way less than 1,000 words total.
Yeah.
But that still took 2 or 3 days worth of back and forthing and getting that right and
Yeah.
all of that jazz. So I think this time we've engaged with
Level Up Translations. Shout out.
Company, yep, Level Up Translations, who said basically they can do all the languages for us. They've been very nice and professional. Sent us back a spreadsheet. We've already got some questions in there that they want answered from us regarding a few things. Like what was the thing that I guess this is why you need these people, because they understand the language, and we're not just getting Google Translate to do stuff, because translation and localization are not the same thing. So they've come back and said, well, you want it translated to Polish. Well, what gender is the forest deity? Because Polish is a gendered language. So what
Actually,
are we going to use in this
that's
scenario?
actually a good question. Like, what is our forest god that you're inhabiting in this game? Is it male or female? Because often we associate Gaia and nature with Mother Nature and female,
doesn't it? Yeah. So maybe it is then.
So whoever's in chat, just tell us what you reckon.
Yeah. I think because the Leshy had been such a prominent part of the imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think in my head still, like Leshy was almost like who you were playing.
Yeah.
A higher version of him rather than.
Well, I think we should. It's about time we had some female representation. So perhaps we should go back and say female.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, generally it's always like Mother Earth, Father Time, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
Pretty standard. I was going to say trope, but way people see things.
Okay, so this is about to finish. I wonder if we press save.
Yeah, you'll have to give it a name, I think, just a few little more details.
I think I can give it here. So let's say February. How do you spell February?
February.
That's it.
I think hasn't it got an R after the B?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
February.
I've never known how to spell February, and I'm
February.
32 years old. How do
No,
you?
it should have an R.
February. No one says
February.
February. Have you
No.
noticed that?
Cool.
Okay, so what about we can come back to this. What about we go over some of the new art we got for the
Yes. Yes.
for
It's
the capsule art, title art.
yeah. So you may recall that previously the Leshy was front and center and gave off horror game vibes, or just wasn't really representative of the genre or the type of game. So back to the drawing board. Billy went and workshopped a couple of ideas, and I think we kind of settled on this overall composition.
Yeah, I got this overall vibe figured out, and then sent it to a talented artist friend who went and kind of professionalized a lot of the brush strokes and took a bit more time with some of the details and kind of created what you see here. So it's good, but we still have a few issues maybe with some of the comp, and keeping in mind that this is going to be viewed from here, right? And I feel like it doesn't read as well this far away. So I think while we're on the stream, we've still got half an hour left. We should maybe do a bit of that live on the stream.
Yeah, I think when we got the artwork back, it's like, this looks great when it's like full screen on your monitor, but the reality is it's only going to be 600 pixels by 300 or whatever the dimensions are. So a lot of that detail does get a little bit lost and makes it perhaps a bit busy in some areas when it's zoomed out.
You know, this deer here is getting lost. We've got some rim lights here, but they're not quite prominent enough. This is a little ambiguous.
The logo.
Yeah, the logo.
Yeah.
So maybe let's put the logo in now.
Let's put the logo in. How's it going to look like on the new capsule art?
Okay, so we've got, here we go.
And for everyone else, I love watching Billy work here because I'm part of the Adobe Mega Corporation, unfortunately. So whenever he's using Critter, I'm like, man, it looks really cool.
It is cool. It's just like it's open source. It's got almost all the same stuff as Photoshop, except without the AI generation stuff, which, as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with.
He just slows everything down.
Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of what it looks like. I think that's pretty good. Maybe we go up a bit. And at this point, we're kind of getting rid of this stag here, or this deer. So I reckon let's just get rid of. I think we get rid of these deer. I've got a vision. Let's make it come true.
Okay.
All right. I think we get rid of these guys, and then.
Are you gonna put the logo back so you can at least position around that?
I think it's gonna yeah, we can. But I think nothing goes there. I think just like what it is there, because there's no point in having something here if it gets obscured. Like just the mushrooms and the flowers and stuff is good.
A little butterfly could go on the G.
And this little goblin is cool, but I don't think it's a strong silhouette. So I want to get. I'm just going to delete him. In fact, no, let's not delete him. Let's just let's just make him invisible.
Yeah.
And then let me get this stag image that I have previously painted here. Now, obviously, the colors are wrong, and this is where I'll need your help, Brendan, because I've got absolutely no idea. Okay, so I think we make him quite large, and I think, like head's kind of here. So he's like on the bridge. I think that's a really strong silhouette comparatively, especially if we do a bit of rim lighting.
Yeah. And maybe... I know the water need to come out around.
No, I think what we do is behind it, we just add a bit more atmosphere. So I think we grab sort of... I think actually that's popping pretty well. A bit of like fog. Yeah, I reckon that's pretty sick.
Yep.
Okay, now colors for this stag. I'm inclined to just bring the saturation down completely so it's black and white. Copy and paste it. alpha lock it, pick that color, and go over, and then set the layer to color, if I can do that.
I've just pulled up the actual stream because I haven't been able to see the chat line. So I was like, I wonder who's here. And hello, everyone. Yeah, it's Buddy, Mike, Pete Crane. How are you? Hope your gig the other night went well.
There we go. I just nailed it. I think that's pretty close.
I mean, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, so then I'll merge those together, alpha lock again. We need a reference for what the rim light should be. I guess the moon.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Something like that. I guess that's what's... Yeah, nice.
Ooh.
He's good. Don't tell me I'm not good. I got a degree in everything.
Yeah, get that to pop out a little bit from that green.
Yeah. Yes, and then the light was going to catch that as well.
Yeah.
And that as well.
That what's that tool you're using?
It's called a brush, Brendan.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean? This one? It's just like an airbrush. Oh, I've just alpha locked it.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was like, how are you just making it?
Yeah.
On there. Yeah.
And then often what we get in these legs is like a little, it's a bit too much. Let's go like this. Okay. Horns. I reckon I can speed run this pretty effectively.
Yep. Okay. So this artwork was done for the intro video. So if you haven't played, Grovekeeper Billy, mid last year did a cool little 1 minute intro video, or like these painted pictures that were all split into different layers and had cool parallax effects, so that when you started the game, it just had this voiceover giving you a bit of a...
Also did the voiceover, by the way. I can add that to the resume.
Add that to your list of credits.
Yeah.
So it's looking...
It's actually looking really good, I reckon.
Yeah.
It needs to be lighter in value, generally, I think.
Yeah.
Like the darks are too dark.
Are you just using the mouse?
Yeah.
Precision mouse work.
Yeah, I'm not bad with the mouse.
Yeah.
Now that whole thing's going to be lit up. Okay, and we're going to do ears, maybe a bit of that.
Touch over there, yeah.
Just at the top. Oh, yeah.
Nah, missed it. Looks like a tear.
There we go.
All right. So if you zoom out, yeah, we'll forget about his feet right now.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that jumps. Now, I think on the right now it's a bit busy.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the guy pushing the cart into the...
Yeah.
I think it's a bit too close, and like that definition gets completely lost.
It does. It kind of just doesn't mean anything here. So I think we get where are humans? Here they are. I think we'll
get rid of that log.
This guy can go. You've been made redundant.
And even I think that the cart.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're also same level. Yeah, they're medium details. But now what this is going to do is going to show all the exposed transparency of the image, which you'll see here as well. See there. So I think actually we can just turn on our background. Hang on. There we go. And I think, why don't I just find like that sort of tone and just chop the whole thing. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that's already a bit better. I don't like the tent now. I think the tent just generally gets lost in the city. It's almost like it's
Yeah, it
pointless.
almost goes to the same height as the mirror net behind it. Like it,
Yeah, yeah.
the line of it goes into the same thing.
So I'm just gonna, so this is connected. So let's do this. Where does that start? Okay. I could, um, what if I like, what if I like put it over here? Nah,
Nah,
get rid of it.
I think yeah, almost just without it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, can probably.
So that's already reading better, just those guys. Now we can
Yeah, I think so.
kind of see.
I think
Oh, and
so.
I think we talked about these trees too.
That
Um,
tree line, yeah, whether or not it gets a little bit disappeared, not disappeared.
yeah, yeah.
Those ones right behind the axe cutting guy.
Let's just like kind of cut the tree here. Yeah.
Yeah, now he pops out from that.
Yeah, so where the day mountains are here, I think we just extend them just that value down.
Mhm.
Oh, is that alpha lock too? Oh no. Why is it so? Hmm. I guess we do this background. Yeah. Yeah, is that blending? I can't really see colors wise.
Yeah,
It's not
I think yeah, it
identical.
looks good. Does look it. There's one little artifact there, but if you zoom back in right
Oh, this
there,
little thing, that's on the
that little.
human, I think.
All right, cool.
Okay, and then the humans themselves, I think that their highlights could be stronger. Like we don't need much, and in fact, the less information we know about these guys, the better. So if we get a,
Yeah, they should almost be like just silhouettes, but
yeah, they are. I think they are. So if we, and we don't want them darker, we want the lights lighter. Let's bring it all the way down here. You push it and figure it out, and then you move. That's the best way. It should be kind of the same value as the here. So
as the log. Oh, we're getting a bit of grain now pop up around the.
yeah, we can clean that.
Clean that up.
I think that works better. Just seeing a bit more of the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's choose a hard brush and erase. Or no, what we do is alpha and just paint in that normal value. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
This stuff we can get rid of. Now, I don't know if this is remotely interesting to anyone watching it, but it's certainly fun to do. I really enjoy this.
You can always cut this into its own little video. It's like
Yeah,
doing art
yeah.
with Billy.
Yeah, it's like Bob Ross, but
Yeah.
use it for critter users.
For capsule art.
Let's get like a textury brush here. Just to kind of like mimic the style that's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much, isn't it? It's almost like
yeah.
Well, that's okay. I can live with that. Okay, do we have any of that strange artifacting here? Little tiny bit.
All right. Well,
Watching you keying in the moonlight was chef's kiss. All right, I love that.
So I think I think it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I think we're both earlier said that the rune maybe.
Yeah, maybe the runes. I mean, the runes just kind of like, what is that weird thing back there? It's kind of like ambiguous. So Do we get
Does it?
enough? Yeah.
Does it leave intrigue? Does it
Do we?
not?
Yeah. Do we get another Guardian and
Maybe.
put the Guardian there? Like, what if we get? Um. Hmm. I did this last time and we didn't get it, but I think it could be interesting. It's a strong silhouette. This is like my golem guy that I painted. I think that could be interesting. Although compositionally, it's not great. So close to the stag.
Yeah.
Do we have him coming out of the forest?
Bit lower, maybe.
What do you reckon, chat? I've always wanted to say chat in an accurate context like that.
This is great. Yeah. I like the idea of two things on the left for balance.
I agree.
But does it?
I think actually the lighting works better like this. And we
Does a little
don't.
too.
Obviously, the color's wrong, but just like compositionally,
Yeah.
I almost think it's stronger. Just like the lone,
Without it.
the
Yeah,
lone
yeah.
stag with this subtle thing here and the
Yeah.
butterflies here. You know what? Maybe we do. Where's the butterflies?
Where's the butterflies? We can move some of them in.
I think there's a classic principle that I learnt from Feng Zhu. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree, Mike. Yeah. So if the butterflies, there's important part of certainly he does concept art, I think mainly, but he's an industrial designer as well. But we duplicate something that's in it and put it further out, it gives a sense of depth and scale. So if we put like these, and we probably want
Are you gonna see them when it's 200 pixels wide?
Yeah, it's just like the little pop of
yeah, I guess
of light.
Yeah.
Do we have? Okay, so that's part of that. Okay, so these butterflies. Let's delete that. Let's put them down. Yeah, almost. Not there, but almost.
I also think that the ones down the foreground could be moved a bit, and that one that's on the top could almost be kissing the side of like the G or something.
Oh, I like that, Brendan. I like that
because it's like on the. Let's see.
If we kind of like exaggerate it, I mean, I just cut one in half, but that's almost cool. But we've already got this little thing over here. I don't think
we've already got that shine, so maybe it doesn't need it.
Yeah. Oh, let's not forget to cut the stag's feet off too. We shouldn't.
Standing on the edge, it's like, hasn't had a good day. It's whether or not
the humans keep encroaching on its beautiful forest. So, what's a stag meant to do?
Is it time to go in the drink?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's
all right. I think it's pretty close. There's a couple of other little tweaks. But
I think for now that's good. And what have we got? 15 minutes left of the stream, so
yeah. Well, I think 12 before our
timer true. Okay, 12. So let's wrap up there. What have you got next on the list there?
What have I got next on the list? So that was painting capsule art with Billy.
Yeah. Subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for the 10 subs, Mike. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. So what do we got next? Let's see. Just to quickly chat. So talked about localization. Yeah, bit of the capsule art stuff. We're going to get this Steam page up tonight after Billy does the last couple of tweaks, I think, on this piece. Then we're done. Bit of what I've been doing. So jumped head on into well, first off the website, stuff outside of the game. We've just been trying to get on top of everything so that our next big sprint can just be pretty much game focused. So I've been working on our press kit and updating the website, which is going congruent with
Yeah.
running parallel to all of these asset updates. I like to over engineer things. So when doing the press kit, I decided to try and turn it into a WordPress plugin. So anyone who uses WordPress can get the press kit and it will format and look the same as almost all like the kind of standard press kits that you see around. I don't know if I can share my screen. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you should be able to. If I
You
Yeah.
do that.
if
And then
s-
I do what's this one to create this lovely little infinite stream. Oh yeah, so there's just a bit of the website, just tiling our dev logs and making sure all the
Yeah.
videos worked.
Looks
Few
good
things
on
like that.
mobile too. I saw it. Look, that works.
Yeah. I'll play around with the colors and the fonts a bit, as well as some of these other things. Like if I go to the homepage, yeah, we're going to update all of this stuff with, the new background image and so forth. But in terms of our press kit, something that looks like this. It's got all the details in there, videos, screenshots. And the idea is that you, as a person who needs to put in a press kit, just comes into the back and all of the sections are just itemized like so. Cool. You want awards, you put the awards section in there. You want the company, you put company details, the fact sheet, all of the points in each appropriate box. And then it will just auto format here. And then you'll have a couple of options such as changing fonts and colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt we've got to do it. Might as well make it robust and give it to other people to use, because I've borrowed quite a lot of things off other devs and people over my years. So this is kind of like a bit of a give back to them. Something I'll talk in a little bit more detail next time, I think, because there's still a couple of little problems, but that is analytics. So we want to get a play testing out quite soon. I'd say within the month, we'll probably have another play test. And most of that's going to be around balancing and figuring out some other gameplay related things. Like Billy plays the game and he kills at it, but whether or not that's a good representation of what the difficulty should be, we're not sure. So I started going down the path of what analytics to do, and Google Unity has its own analytics system, so you can just use Unity Analytics, but it is quite limited, and it does start to then cost money and adds more overhead on top of stuff. Outside of that, we could have sent the analytic data to our own web server and then pulled that data and interpreted it ourselves, but that was limited as we try to scale. So thinking best scenario moving forward, decided to jump onto Google and use their BigQuery system. So what we're going to have is the game is going to, when there's an event such as like the game starting, it's going to just log an event. This level was started at this season. Okay. And when your game finishes, it's going to log, hey, this level was either completed or not completed, and this is how far they got, and this is how many resources they had, and blah, blah, blah. These are the perks that they chose along the way. So we can start getting a very objective view of things that is pure data driven. So if nine out of 10 people get to the end of the game with 500 Magen to spare, well, then we definitely are giving too much Magen along the way. Or if everyone's dying along the way and the main reason for that is they don't grow enough trees, well, maybe we're not highlighting the importance of growing trees. So setting that system up was a lot of fun.
Are you being ironic?
No, yeah, I'm being very, very ironic. It
Okay.
was fun when it finally worked, but
Yeah.
so this is just like BigQuery. BigQuery is just a Google Cloud thing that just allows you to dump data into tables. all right, and then run classic SQL queries on it. And then from that, I'm hooking that into what's known as Looker Studio, which I absolutely love for everything. And this is going to look like the most uninspired. The important thing is the data's coming in. Okay, so from Unity, it sends the information to BigQuery. BigQuery then stores that into tables, which then comes into here. And now I can just see, great, this much damage was done. This is how many games were played.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now that's, you just want it to work. And next time we stream, I'm going to show you in detail how we can turn all of that data in graphs, so they're going to be practical and allow us to balance and just get general information better.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, one thing, I guess the fun thing with this is that Google just recently completely overhauled everything. So every tutorial and bit of information that I was getting was largely out of date, and menu items don't exist anymore, or they've changed names. So that was the most frustrating part.
Well, well done. Well done for getting it done, and thank you, because it's something I would never do. I would sooner have playtesters just send in videos of what they're doing, but this is a really nice numbers-driven way to actually like suss things out. So it's good.
Yeah, it is, and I mean it's for later on as well. Once we release, we can also get information about, cool, this is what our players are doing. Do we need to release a patch? Do we need to tone the difficulty down, etc.?
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of like me on the technical side. I think for everyone else, we'll probably show the game next stream. We've done quite a bit that we haven't shown you yet regarding optimization, new levels. Got some new models coming soon too. So there's a lot of cool stuff to start showing.
Yeah.
But for now, I guess, we've got the Steam page updates.
So the next one, we'll do another one in 2 weeks.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, and we'll just do that until until the game's released.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
And
we'll get better at this streaming stuff. I actually think we did pretty well today. Better than the first one.
Yeah. Only one or two little hiccups.
And
yeah, we can work out some other bits like getting the right splash screen at the start.
Yeah, getting the right splash screen. I'll update that.
All of that kind of jazz. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for everyone who came and hung out with us. That was really fun.
Yeah. For those who love Critter or just art in general, hopefully, I think Billy will turn that into a sped up little.
Yeah. I'll make a little short out of it, or a little video. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And from there, we'll see you all hopefully in 2 weeks.
Elite Pro, Mike, I can't help but see you're filling up this chat, and I really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for everyone who's been joining.